So I've been thinking a lot about mistakes because I'm making a lot of mistakes as I'm coding, and some of them are pretty silly mistakes and basic mistakes, and I'm sometimes getting frustrated at myself. So the connection that I've thought of is with regard to training in the gym. And I've had a lot of clients who, for example, would get upset if they wanted to hit a 200-pound deadlift today and they came in and they weren't able to do it. So they got emotionally attached to this 200-pound deadlift. They really wanted to hit that PR and they missed that day. Or they wanted to do 6 pull-ups today instead of 5. And they get stuck at 5 and they weren't able to do that sixth one and they get mad at themselves. And the reason that I think people get mad at themselves is that I think they are thinking of that workout as a test and not as a training session. So that test means it's an evaluation of their performance or even of their worth as a person. And this is kind of like thinking about schools, right? If you have a quiz or a test or a final exam in school, that's a test. That's an evaluation of your performance. And really, I would prefer to have schools where we have lots of tests, but the tests aren't meant to judge you. They're meant to help you learn. So each test could be a training session in a way, and if you get 3, 4, 5 questions wrong out of 10, that's a good thing because that test has just shown you what you don't know and it has pointed you in a direction of what you need to study next. Instead of saying you got 3 or 4 or 5 wrong, that means you are a bad student. So I wish that I had been better as a coach in terms of having conversations with my clients about this is a training session. Unless you're competing in an event today and you missed that deadlift today, most of our general population clients, most of the time, should be training and not performing. They should be training and not testing. And I think they didn't understand that, and I don't think I did a good job of explaining that. So if you missed that 200-pound deadlift, that's okay, because you have another 30 or 40, 50, 60, 70 years to train. And it's not today's workout that matters. It's how that workout gives you data about how to structure the next workout. So if you're constantly missing deadlifts, that says something about how you're structuring your training or how much sleep you're getting, or maybe how well you're eating or recovering, or any number of things that need to change for you to make progress. So that failure is just a piece of data that is a valuable piece of data that gives you a clue about how to proceed and how to improve. And so when I'm making mistakes in coding, I'm getting upset at myself sometimes because I am conceptualizing that mistake as an evaluation of who I am or how good of a programmer I am right now. Whereas I don't need to think of it that way. I can just think of it as this is a training session and it's a really valuable piece of information about what I am failing to understand. And now I can go work on that and become a better programmer. So I hope that helps. Whether you're a coach or whether you're learning some skill and you're beating yourself up about it. And if you have any stories to share, please let me know.